So you jump into your bed and you snuggle up with your favorite pillow. And you're so excited for a good night's sleep. It's so comfortable, right? But then your mind starts this thing again. And now all of a sudden, you're thinking about what you're going to make for dinner Thursday night because you're going to be late picking up the kids from soccer. So it has to be something simple. Yeah, well, maybe I'll put a roast on. Oh man, what are you going to get for your brother for Christmas? He's just so picky. And what do you buy for someone who has everything? Poor Aunt Betsy Lou. She's in the hospital again. It sure seems like those folks that go to the hospital spend more time being sick. When was the last time that the kids actually took their morning vitamins or herbs this morning? What if my husband gets in a car wreck on the way home and my phone's silent and I don't hear the call? Yeah, do you know that feeling, right? I sure do. What do you do to control your mind and your emotions when it starts going 90 miles a minute in 45 different directions, right? The problem with all this worrying and thinking obsessively is that it takes us out of the present moment. And when we are in the present, we feel calm and we feel peaceful, and our parasympathetic nervous system is kicked in, right? Which helps us to relax. But when the mind gets going, it takes us away into fight or flight mode. It actually takes us out of the present, okay? And it causes us to have a lot of issues too, like internal issues. So constant thinking and worrying is bad for our internal organs and our nervous system. It can lead to worsening anxiety and worsening mental health issues. So how do we control our mind and our emotions? How do we shut this thing off at bedtime so that we can actually go to sleep and get a good night's rest? Let's take a look at some of my favorite ways that you can control your mind and control your emotions and get back to the present and stay in a nice, relaxed state. So number one, music, okay? Even at a low level, like turn on like some solfeggio tunes at night, really like low, so that you can still sleep, but it's your brain still gets the frequencies, right? Number two, you want to do mindfulness and meditation. These are so important. And I will also add to that, like breathing exercises, right? So all of these things relax your body and help to stop the monkey mind, from going. And then three, you want to journal or like write things down to get them out, right? So if you're worried about your to-do list, well, make one. Write it down physically. Get a calendar, put all of your dinner meals on it in advance, right? Plan out your week and write down everything you're going to have for dinner for each night. Write down all this stuff that you have to do just to keep yourself organized. And then you're not going to worry about that type of stuff as much, right? The point is to get everything down on paper, right? And yeah, I said paper. Typing things into a cell phone or on a computer does not serve the same therapeutic purpose as writing with your hand does. From my own lived experience, right? Using a pen and writing just feels so much better. Number four, you want to find a therapist or maybe a coach that you can talk to get things out. It's always good to help reduce thoughts and emotions that are unwanted when you learn to face aspects of yourself, right? Then this kind of stuff will kind of quiet down. Number five, you want to work on like inner child and shadow work. Many times when our shadow or our inner child aspects of ourselves they're just simply trying to get attention, right? And they want you to acknowledge them, and then they'll quiet down. This is certainly true for emotions, right? Especially the ones that seem to just come out of nowhere. Like if you randomly find yourself getting jealous or angry, then maybe you need to look into your shadow aspects of yourself, right? What dark parts of yourself that you have repressed or pushed back to the side that may be trying to come out for you to integrate, right? Because you are a whole person. You need to integrate every part of yourself so that you can be authentic. Your soul wants you to become whole and authentic, right? So next we want to try like positive affirmations. So your mind starts going negative and then try to replace them with positive things, right? So if you can't do this yourself yet, maybe find some YouTube videos. There's tons of positive affirmations that you can try. And there's even subliminal messages too, right? They still work on your subconscious mind, which is in control more than you really think it is. And number seven, we want to become more self-aware. Self-awareness is key to getting back to the present moment. If you start feeling an emotion like bubbling up, pay attention to it. Maybe feel it all the way out. If you're feeling angry, feel angry and think about what it is that's making you feel angry. Feel it, but then let it go and release it from your body and your mind. Write it down on a piece of paper and set it on fire. Whatever you have to do to get it out, but do not hang on to it because it just will make it worse. But also don't, repress it. Number eight, you want to get outside in nature or exercise, right? So this is like get real dopamine hits, natural stuff, not fake stuff. So get outside into nature and get your emotions, like to calm down and to control your mind. Being outside is one of the best ways to control our emotions. Get yourself barefooted on the ground. Walk around, being mindful of the outdoors, right? We spend way too much time inside. So go outside and listen to the birds singing, right? See what kind of wildlife you can find. Watch the squirrels or the birds playing and just become present while you're out there. Maybe if you live, go fishing, sit and fish if you like that. You know, like if you like hunting too, that would be cool. I'm not a hunter, but my brother is. So get outside and do anything you can do outside, even if it's just sitting on a bench and listening to the birds and singing stuff. I always like to sit on my porch early in the morning if my emotions are all over the place, right? And just I'll watch a squirrel play, or maybe two little blue jays following each other around, and you just imagine that they're just like so in love, and they're playing and having a good time. And those birds, those blue jays, they're not dealing with anxiety, right? So why should I? The earth is so beautiful, and all we have to do is be present and to control our mind and our emotions. Okay, so those are my favorite ways to control your mind and emotions. But meditation is like so important. So if you get to going with your mind at night, lay on your back and do meditations or try breathing exercises, right? So these things have been proven to work, and the ancient people used these things for a reason, right? Because it works. So lay on your back, close your eyes, and just let the love of like God or source or whatever kind of energy you want to call it flow into your body, right? And let it fill you up, life force energy. Okay, then imagine rooting to the ground, right? Imagine roots coming out of your feet and out of your body and just rooting deep into the center of the earth. Then you can imagine your heart just expanding, right? Expand outside the room you're in, expand outside to your porch, to the streets, to the roads, the woods, wherever you live. Expand your heart out. And then just lay there and see if your mind still wants to run. And if it does, try some box breathing, right? Or a different breathing technique. But box breathing is pretty easy to do. So, like, you want to inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, exhale and let it out for 4 seconds, and then hold for 4 seconds again, right? So, when you're doing all this, you're breathing and you're counting, your mind, it's hard for your mind to take off and think about things when it's counting or it's breathing. It really helps. Even if you want to just lay there and start counting numbers. I mean, that's why they say counting sheep, because there's something to it, right? It quiets your mind down. And just anytime that you're feeling some of these issues, you want to try just to quiet your mind down. Breathing and other types of mindfulness things really do work. So if you picked up something from this video and you think that it actually helped you, maybe like and subscribe or one or the other to help the algorithms, like get my videos out there to help more people, because that's, at the end of the day, that's my goal. I'm trying to be helpful, but I need my content to reach other people, for everybody to be able to enjoy it. And don't forget, if you want to join my Telegram group at the bottom, the link is in the description box for more. And we'll have some healing tips and things there too.